My name is Chad Johnson, and I'm originally from Michigan, but from Tampa, Florida now. The businesses that I'm involved in are, one is actually consulting and helping people with their businesses in the health and fitness field. But my big project or my big business right now is actually personal training, group personal training and fitness and health program called Fit Camp 35. Somehow I came across Clay Clark and Thrive Time through online. I was kind of searching out, paying attention to what else other people are doing for consulting with their clients and how the programs work. And I just saw all the extra value and things that they did and the fulfillment end that I don't even do. So a lot of the really good detail work and week by week workflows, and just started connecting with that. I decided to attend this conference because I want to be able to scale my Fit Camp 35 business to 40, 50 locations that are already preset with a martial arts facility in the next 12 to 18 months. So I knew it had to happen fast, and I wanted to be able to get the systems and get the overview of everything, plus the actual day-to-day or week-to-week workflow to make sure that we make it happen. So that's what I was most excited about learning here. So far at the workshop, I've learned that the marketing end and how certain big points kind of tie in, and where I need to be able to focus my energy and attention in the coming days and setting it up for the next few weeks and months so that we can really make everything come together, and it's kind of like a holistic approach and understanding the direction that we're going. And they use a lot of really good anecdotal or examples of how we can be able to see how it's helped others. And of course that's always encouraging, but also giving a vision for me of where I need to go and take it next. So far the things I like the most about the workshop are definitely like Clay's energy and kind of the silliness. It's one of those where it reminds me of Chevy Chase in a lot of movies, his like jokes. Like nobody else would like laugh at because it seemed kind of dry or there was nuances to it, but it's cracking me up. So I definitely think that personality and the charisma side is helpful, but also specifically what's helped me most so far is looking at the exact what-tos, the details, and those are the things that I'm a big picture kind of visionary person, and I deal with principles and all that, but it's hard to scale that out to other people. So I really like the concise, we're going to do this, let's take action steps. I would definitely say that Clay is, one, he's a little eclectic, but he uses a lot of like modern examples and basically pop culture, but also a tie-in with his personality and his own goof-ups, I guess you would say, and how that is going to benefit you. They would say that standing on the shoulders of giants, but one of the best things that we can do is learn from other people's mistakes before we make our own. So that's definitely very helpful, and I think it's funny. Not everybody else. I'm in the front of the room, so I'm not seeing how everybody else is responding, but I think it's helpful because it lowers barriers, and everybody's got kind of their BS window up, or kind of guard up, and he helps kind of bring that down and make it so that you really get in and focus on what needs to be done. I would definitely say the atmosphere at Thrive 15, the headquarters itself, is disarming. Like it makes it so it's comfortable, relaxed. I can tell everybody that works here, either they fake it really well or they really do enjoy what they do, and they like being in the environment. And there's a lot going on, so it's like, you can have somebody over answering phone calls and doing stuff over here while Clay's presenting, and there's a big discussion going on. There could be other sales going on. I like that everything's kind of flowing and going together, and the atmosphere is open and inviting. So I think it's like more of a team atmosphere rather than like a guru and everybody else follows under what that person says. A lot of the conferences that I've been to in the past, they're really big, so they'll have hundreds of people or even sometimes thousands of people, or they're really small where it's like a little U-shaped table or something, and everybody's kind of like right on top of each other. So I definitely would say that one thing is the actual setup or the environment. We have desks and a comfortable big like office chair, and the ability to kind of like engage and not feel like you're separated, and then it just seems like there's a whole lot more value, and you can get right to the point. It's more relaxed of an atmosphere, and kind of like I was mentioning earlier, I think that coaching, working with you, side by side, rather than somebody that's over everybody and everybody's like, oh wow, I want to be like that. Instead, they're very relatable, and they connect it to you and your current business. I think that if somebody decides not to do the Thrive 15 conference, they're going to miss out on the ability to really break it down into actionable steps. Not only are they, able to make it so that we can get from point A to point B to point C to point C, instead of constantly going like, oh, I'm going to get from A all the way to Z, how am I going to make that happen? It breaks it down into the baby steps. But additionally, it helps you kind of get past your own, BS, your own stuff that's in the way. You can kind of remove that and focus on what do I really need to do to move it forward. And a lot of that ties into how can I basically, I don't want to say dumb it down, but make it so simple that anybody can be able to go in and do the systems and do the things in your business, which takes away all that ego and makes it more about action and capabilities. So it's really cool, because then it feels like, oh, I don't have to have everything on lockdown and have it be me all the time. I can be able to section it out or scale it out to other people. So that's pretty powerful.